We will start this evening off with a proclamation presented by Councilman David Lacotte to the University of Akron Zips basketball team.
I can have our representatives from the champions come up here, the 2026 MAC tournament champions. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. We have a combination. Whereas the Cambridge Dictionary defines consistency as the quality of always behaving or performing in a similar way, or of always happening in a similar way. Despite a new roster, a new season, and the rise of a new MAC rival, the University of Akron men's basketball team performed in the 2025-26 season with spectacular consistency. And whereas the 2025-26 team followed what was a memorable record-breaking 28-7 season the year before with another consistent winning effort, besting the previous season with a 29-6 record, including an undefeated 15-0 record at home and another dominant 17-1 record in the Mid-American Conference, topped only by an undefeated regular season by MAC rival Miami of Ohio. However, the Zips rebounded to capture the program's 7th Mid-American Conference tournament title, 8th NCAA tournament berth, and 3rd consecutive MAC tournament championship with a thrilling 76-73 win over the Toledo Rockets at Rocket Arena in Cleveland. And whereas after losing a post-New Year's showdown with the Red Hawks of Miami and Oxford on January 3rd, the Zips won 16 of their last 17 games going into the MAC tournament, where they defeated 7th-seeded Buffalo 73-70 in the first round, 3rd seed and arch rival Kent State 75-68 in the semifinal, and 4th seed Toledo for the championship. The Zips earned the 12th seed in the NCAA's March Madness, where they faced 5th-seeded Texas Tech in the first round of the Midwest Regional in Tampa, Florida. And whereas Akron was led by Coach John Grosh, who finished his final season at Akron with a 116-51 MAC record, including an unprecedented three-peat for conference tournament championships in the last 3 years. Following the Zips' season-ending loss to Texas Tech in the NCAA tournament, Coach Gross accepted the head coach position at the College of Charleston. His successor, Dustin Ford, has served as associate head coach at Akron for the last 9 seasons. He played a pivotal role in the Zips' 6 Mid-American Conference championships and 4 NCAA postseason appearances in the last 5 seasons. He now takes over the program as it looks to build on its consistent, historic success in the MAC. And whereas the team was led by all-MAC first-teamers senior Tavari Johnson, nearly 20 points per game, and a new single-season program record with 176 assists. And senior power forward Amani Lyles, nearly 15 points and 8 rebounds per game. MAC's 6th man of the year, Shama Scott, nearly 30 points per game and 84 three-pointers. All-MAC defender and Ohio State transfer Evan Mahaffey, 10 points, 6 rebounds per game, and led the team in blocks and steals. And all-MAC freshman Eric Mahaffey, 8 points and 6 rebounds per game. Senior Bowen Hardman, 7 points per game and 77 three-pointers. And sophomore Sharon Young, 7 points per game, 39 steals, were also a big part of the team's success this season. And Hardman, Zach Helligan, and Marvin Msimi Kamali represented the blue and gold on the all-MAC academic team. Now, therefore, be it known by all and declared by the Council of the County of Summit, State of Ohio, the Council commends former coach John Gross, current coach Dustin Ford, and the 2025-26 University of Akron men's basketball team on their consistent excellence in winning their 3rd consecutive Mid-American Conference tournament championship and advancing to the NCAA basketball tournament. It is with great pleasure that we wish them the best with their future endeavors. We urge all citizens to join in celebrating this 4th day of May in the year 2026. Good job, champs. There you go, Coach. A few words, step up to Mike or right here.
I can talk loud. Everybody hear me okay? Yes. I want to thank everybody today for having us out. Obviously, we take a great amount of pride in wearing Akron across our chest. Wherever we go, there's a big deal about that, right? There's a big deal in today's game with everything's changing, but what's not changing, we're representing the city, representing the university. Obviously, I have a couple guys here today. They can introduce themselves.
I'm Zach Halligan.
Marvin Msimi Kamali, Cody Gagg.
Cody's a little late today. He did go to class, so we'll give him grace for being late. These guys they are student athletes, and they do the right thing on the court. But once again, thanks everybody. It means a lot. Hopefully next year, please come out and support us. Obviously, winning 3 in a row was hard. The goal now is to try to get 4, and that's not going to be easy. So it's going to take everybody in this room, everybody on our campus, everybody in the city, everybody in the surrounding areas. So we appreciate all the support, and go Zips.
Okay, thank you very much for that. With that, we will go ahead and call the Personnel Committee to order at 4:37. First item on our agenda is 2026-124, a resolution approving salary adjustments for various classified non-bargaining employees for the prosecutor and declaring an emergency. We have prosecutor's office. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Caitlin Croft. I'm here for the Summit County Prosecutor. The Child Support Enforcement Agency is requesting salary adjustments for 14 non-bargaining staff. Our 2026 budget included 2 non-bargaining positions that we're not replacing. Those are a compliance supervisor and an investigator. That gives us a savings of $108,000. These adjustments are going to cost $45,492.80. So that will leave us with a savings of $62,507.20. So there will be no budgetary increase or additional funding needed for these adjustments. We currently have 10 child support supervisors who are C28 classification, and they currently make $62,774.40. We are asking to increase these positions to $66,177.28. That is more consistent with the JFS supervisors in a comparable role. There are currently 23 JFS supervisors who make around that same salary of $67,145. We are then also requesting to increase our child support administrators and our social program support manager, who are in the C3-5 classifications, because the supervisors could be reporting to those positions. So currently they make around $67,808, and we are requesting to increase them to $70,000. Same with in line at JFS for their C3-5 positions. 24 of them make between $71,000 and $79,000. So we're trying to keep that consistent as well. And then finally, we have 1 hearing officer we are requesting to increase to $66,955.20. She currently makes $62,774.40, and we would like to bring her up to the 66 in order to make them the same as the other 2 hearing officers. So with that, do you guys have any questions?
Do we have any questions from committee? Any questions from council? May I have a motion? I have a motion from Councilman Donofrio. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Abstain.
Okay. Motion passes with 1 abstention.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Caitlin. All right, next on the agenda today, we have 2026-142, a resolution approving the new classification specification, and salary schedule for the non-bargaining classified position of mental health coordinator, number 40041, and revising the county's 2026 staffing report to include 2 staffing positions for the sheriff and the executive's Department of Human Resource, declaring an emergency. Thank you.
Hello, Carrie Hill, Deputy Director, Executive Shapiro's Department of Human Resources. I think you have before you, we have new mental health coordinator positions for the Sheriff's Office. There was no current position in the classification, so we had to create a new one. We went through our policy, and it landed out as C3-5, and it went before the Human Resources Commission on March the 10th and was approved. If you have any questions, Sheriff's here to answer.
Sheriff, do you have anything you want to add regarding the position, what it'll do for the jail?
So these 2 positions are going to be placed in the intake area. Currently, when an individual is brought to the jail, they are medically screened and they're asked a couple questions about their mental health, but that is it. So we do not have every single inmate who enters our jail mental health screened at the intake process. So these 2 positions will now take care of that. Every person coming to the jail will have not only a medical evaluation, but a mental health preliminary evaluation. That'll give us an opportunity to get ahead of any critical incidents, identify any issues that a person has with mental illness, and immediately start addressing those issues rather than waiting for a critical incident to occur.
Thank you very much, Sheriff. Any questions from committee for the sheriff?
Thank you, Madam Chair. What would be the qualifications that would be needed for these positions?
In the job description, it does indicate that a bachelor's degree in social work, psychology,
Yeah.
counseling, or behavioral
Yes.
science, or considered with extensive correctional mental health experience, although a bachelor's degree is preferred.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad to have that publicly known. Thank you.
Any other questions?
All right, I have we have more questions. Councilman Ford.
Not necessarily a question, but timely that it's Mental Health Awareness Month and that this is coming across our desk. So kudos to you, Sheriff, for making this a priority and getting this across the finish line with respect to mental health, because it's a really important issue.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions for the sheriff or for Carrie? No? With that, I have a motion from Councilman Wilhite on 2026-141. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. And with that, we will close the Personnel Committee at 4:43.
I will open Public Works Committee at 4, you said 43? Okay. Mine says 40, but 43. First up, we have 2026-125, a resolution authorizing the executive to enter into a cooperative agreement with Cuyahoga County in the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District concerning the Vaughan Roadway, Highland Roadway, and Cuyahoga River Ridge Improvement Project at an estimated cost to the county of $2.3 million, located in Sagamore Hills Township in Council District 1 for the engineer and Summit County's Surface Water Management District, and declaring an emergency. Mrs. Swindell.
Thank you. Heidi Swindell, Summit County Engineer's Office. Right on the border between us and the city of Brecksville, Sagamore Hills and Brecksville, there is a bridge going over the Cuyahoga River. It has too low of a profile. The road in the city of Brecksville floods pretty much every time it rains, and they have to close the road down. So the city of Brecksville asked Cuyahoga County and Norsid if they would help out with that. And then we reached out because we own 50% of the bridge. So now we have 4 different government agencies that we are trying to organize and all jointly pay for the design and construction. Summit County would be responsible for 50% of the bridge design. We would not be responsible for any of the roadway that's in Cuyahoga County. And we will be able to pay for this using Surface Water Management District dollars and Norsid dollars. So Sagamore Hills will receive that benefit from both agencies. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions from members of the committee? Members of council? May I have a motion? Mrs. Darrow, move. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next up, we have 2026-126, a resolution confirming the award by the Board of Control of Change Order Number 3 to a professional design services agreement with Burgess and Nyepel for various engineering, stormwater calculations, surveying, environmental, and adjunct services for the study and preliminary design of the Northfield Center Township drainage study and improvements for the Dorwick and Marwick Drive areas located in Northfield Center Township in Council District 1 in an amount not to exceed $65,551 for a cumulative increase of 52.82% for the total amount not to exceed $369,539 for the engineer, and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Dave Kuntz was recently here speaking about these changes. We had to push back the deadlines for the final reports on these 2 ditch petition projects. The residents and the township officials for this one approached us and wanted additional study done of the Wick neighborhoods, Dorwick, Marwick, Pickwick. There is some easements that go along the backyard. They thought that maybe we could improve those. So they went out and studied them, saw where the easements were, and determined there were sheds, fences, swimming pools, and said that it would just be way too much money, negotiation, and easement costs to include that in the project. So we did that additional study. It did cost more, but the ultimate answer is we would not be including those in the study. But I'm happy to answer any questions.
Heidi, are the residents all okay with everything?
As far as I know, we have additional hearings set up, and we've been in constant contact with the township trustees about this. They're in favor of not including those.
Thank you. Any questions from members of the committee? Rita?
Heidi, did you say Dorwick?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions from members of the committee? Members of council? May I have a motion? We have a motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Next up, we have 2026-127, a resolution confirming the award by the Board of Control of change order number 3 to a professional design services agreement with Verdantis LLC, formerly CT Consultants Incorporated, for the Springfield Lake Watershed Study located in Springfield Township in Council District 8 in an amount not to exceed $19,760 for a cumulative increase of 34.90% for a total amount not to exceed $271,685.12 for the engineer and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Same sort of issue. This is what they still need to study, though. There is a pipe running under existing buildings at the southwest corner of Canton Road and Waterloo. The sections of pipe, from what we can tell now, are damaged. The change order will evaluate the alternate designs to replace that pipe, relocate it, and expand the hydraulic